Sound check 1 2 1 2. Welcome back to the show. Just a status update. So when the stream kept dying on me, I decided to take to the internet to see if this was just a problem with my setup. And I was currently told quickly that this is a problem for everyone. That everyone that streams across Streamlabs OBS and streams, whether they're streaming from a PC or a Mac or a personal computer or a big computer, they crash. And it sounds like there's no remedy for it. It sounds like it comes down to things like internet and luck of the draw and stuff like that. Now, I am going to be honest. When I streamed to Twitch from my Xbox, it used to drop out as well too. But the difference is because the stream dropped out a lot, you could just go back to the window and activate it. But the thing about it is, that requires streaming to a whole nother platform. And I don't myself, I'm settled in here to YouTube. I've been here for like, I don't know how long, like I know over 5 years and stuff like that. So I won't be switching platforms or anything like that. But the dropout issue is something that I just wanted to check on to make sure that I wasn't setting myself up for failure. You know, like I wasn't putting myself in a situation where I have some setting messed up or something like that. Like this is just an issue that happens. So we seem to be up and running again. So we're going to get back to the stream. What I was saying was, so all the cornerbacks are going to come due around the same time because the rookies' contracts come due, and then Xavier Howard and the rest of them are only under 1 and 2 year contracts. So I'm not going to go trading people just yet. It's the same thing like with Jalen Hurts, right? If I trade Jalen Hurts, now we don't have a backup behind us to play forward for the rest of the year, right? As far as Xavier Howard, right? The thing about Xavier Howard is he is a great cornerback, right? He is a great cornerback. But when you come into his stats, he's a 90. Patrick Surtain is an 86, and Asante Samuels is an 84. So they're only 5 points away from Xavier Howard. He's been in the league 7 years. They've been in the league 2 years of pop, right? So what ends up happening is you have to actually, and then when you come into their ratings, right? He's an X factor given, but their discipline. Patrick Surtain is discipline penalty tendency, and Asante Samuel Jr. is undisciplined penalty tendency. So he's undisciplined. Patrick is disciplined, right? Now when you come into Xavier Howard, right? He's been in game 7 years. He's undisciplined penalty tendency. So you have to make a call to say, okay, is it better to pay Jalen Hurts $86 million, or should I try to trade Xavier Howard back to the Dolphins for Tua Tagovailoa? Because if you pick up Tua Tagovailoa, he has a 6 year contract. So now you're in a situation where you don't pay Hurts his $80 million. You bank that money, right? And you lose Xavier Howard on the top side. Now I think myself, I'm gonna try to hold on to all these superstar cornerbacks as much as I can, but a lot of them, most of them don't see the field. That's the thing about it. But I think we're straight the way we are. As far as with the Jalen Hurts thing, um, I mean, I could trade a first round pick for Tua, and um, let me see something. Because I could see giving up a first round pick for Tua. Tua is a. I have 3 first round picks, and I could see handing which one I got. I got 13, 14, and 15. So I could see handing over a 15th round pick for Tua if they came up off of him. Because what that would do is that would assure me a quarterback, and I don't have to pay any sorts of money for him. Let me see. Tua's a star. His morale is down because he's on a crappy team. He got acceleration, agility, speed. Break sack is good. His play is good. His throwing is good. He's a star. His contract is going 5 years, so I could let if I make this trade, if it goes through, this will put us in a position where we have a quarterback for the next 5 years. We don't pay Jalen Hurts, and then we can use that money to upgrade the stadium. The stadium really needs to be upgraded. Like, the bathrooms are bad, the parking is bad, and that's not good for the fans. We're not making enough money as we should, you know. So, yeah, I'm gonna pull the trigger and see if they take it. Let's see. They didn't even take the trade, so yeah, it looks like we might be holding on to Hurts, you know. And plus, he's a good quarterback at the same time, so we're gonna need him as we go forward in the playoffs. So let's check and see if there's anybody that got dropped out in the free agency during this Week 7 period. David got dropped out. I have Greg Ward Jr., top 11 cornerback, Bull Rush, play recognition. How long has he been in the game? 7 years. I mean, he's a good defensive tackle. He has good block shedding, good power moves. We could use, yeah, you know what? We could, because I had Greg Ward Jr. that 1 year. We could use another defensive tackle. Because I remember our defensive tackles got hurt 1 year and we didn't have nobody. Oh, and if you're wondering, they're trading Dak Prescott because Kyler Murray now plays for the Dallas Cowboys. Lord, don't ever let that happen, but, you know, he did make his way to the Cowboys, and they're in contract talks with him now, so they shipping Dak up out of there. His morale is down and everything. It's sad. They turned on that dude. Like, they turned on that dude in a year. I knew they was going to do it. I was like, did they pick up Kyler Murray? And then they picked up Kyler Murray. The wild part about it was he wanted $270-something million, and he made it on the team. He made it on the team for like $400,000 or something like that. Like, they paid him like $800,000. He signed to the Cowboys for like $800,000. So he signed there under the impression of, like, you know, he's gonna get paid out, and I'm assuming they're gonna pay him out. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna drop Greg Ward for the defensive tackle we have, because I feel like we could use. We might need David more than we're gonna need Greg Ward Jr. and anything like that. So, yeah. So here's the thing. So Hurts wants $86 million. Now let's just do a little bit of comparisons to see where that ranks, because it could be a good contract. It could be a bad contract. Let's see where he just go around the league here to these let's think young cornerbacks. So Bengals, how much is, okay, Burrow signed for 6 years, $184 million. Josh Allen, $246. Baker Mayfield is $121 over 4. Josh Rosen, Kyler Murray left, so he's gone. Josh Herbert is $227. Patrick Mahomes is $282. Carson Wentz is $125 over 6. Yeah, see, look, they signed Kyler Murray for $680,000. So I think they're about to pay him out probably by the end of the year, or they're about to lose him again. Tua has a 5-year. Okay, so Tua has a 5-year contract for $90 million. So essentially, Tua gets paid the same amount of money that Jalen Hurts gets paid. So if I trade for Tua, I still have to pay his contract, but the difference of it is the contract is already in place. So I would be trading, like, he gets paid $9 million this next year, 19, 20, 22. Like, it goes up over the next, 3 to 4 years and stuff like that. But he's under a 5-year deal already, so it's something that I wouldn't have to put any real work in, and I could let Hurts, I could potentially, I don't want to necessarily say I could trade Hurts because I have 3 first-round picks. I look at it like we'll probably be able to, I'm probably just going to let him stroll at the end of the year, just keep him, and then just let him walk, because I think that's the best position to do. We're just going to move forward the next game because, you might need him at the end of the year or something like that, like you mess around and trade this dude, and then we be in the playoffs and I go down with some dummy injury and wish that I kept him, because I can always sign him all the way up to I think it's like week 17 or something like that. Javon Hargrave is a speed rusher. Put it on speed rusher, man. I'm not gonna force you to be what you're not. You know, if you're a speed rusher, do your thing. Jamal Daniels, strong safety, put it on zone. Week 7 versus the Dolphins. Let's check and see if there's any new injuries. Josh Allen's out. Miles Sanders is down, so it looks like Najee Harris. See what I'm talking about? Miles Sanders was on the pace to be, upgrading here in a little bit, and he's down with an injury, so that's why I'm glad we got Najee Harris. So let's set the lineup here. He's an X factor, so we won't be too messed up in this game. Okay, Najee's in. Kenny Gainwell's behind him. Juszczyk and Richard if we can run into it. All the wide receivers are reporting in, healthy and ready to go. What else was it? The line. Let's make sure the line's straight. Gardner's in on the left. Sweat is in on the right. I could always put Sweat and... I'm going to need Tuitt. Let me see Tuitt. Because he can't play because he's hurt. But let me see something. He's a 90. And his block shedding is like a 92. Nah. Leave him in. Only reason why he's probably been being stopped is because of strong defense. Like, we'll probably be able to get around the Dolphins. Okay, so I have Stephon Gilmore, superstar X Factor cornerback. Miles Jack, superstar X Factor middle linebacker. Najee Harris, superstar X Factor halfback. Xavier Howard, superstar X Factor cornerback. Devontae Smith, superstar X Factor wide receiver. Fletcher Cox, superstar X Factor defensive tackle. Darius Big Play Slay Jr., superstar cornerback. Jamal Daniels, superstar X Factor strong safety. Levante David, superstar X Factor middle linebacker. They have Edward Abraham, superstar X Factor wide receiver. That's new. Trent Williams, superstar superstar left tackle. Salt Aries, superstar quarterback. They have Byron Jones, superstar cornerback. I have Rodney Hudson, superstar center. Lane Johnson, superstar right tackle. Jalen Waddle, superstar wide receiver. Jack Fox, superstar punter. Patrick Surtain II, superstar cornerback. Juju Smith-Schuster, superstar wide receiver. Shaq Thompson, superstar right outside linebacker. They have Emmanuel Akbar, superstar left defensive end. Penny Sewell, superstar right tackle. They have Melvin Gordon, superstar halfback. Kyle Fuller, superstar cornerback. I have C.J. Mosley, superstar left outside linebacker. I have Caleb Beal, superstar cornerback. Sterling Garner, superstar right defensive end. They have Jerome Baker, superstar middle linebacker, and I have Marquise Golden, superstar left outside linebacker. So, we're a 90. They're a 77. I'm not going to just assume that because they're a 77 that, they're a pushover or something like that. But, basically, we're looking to come do work. Put this hat on, skin kind of cold. 1 second.
And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Dolphins and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Coming up next.
That's right, fly, Eagles, fly.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Yeah, we got 3 first-round picks and like 3 fourths. I could always draft. I was thinking about it. I could always draft a quarterback with one of those 4th-round picks. He may not be the best, but he'll be serviceable.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins take the field with Tua.
We need that money for the stadium.
From Alabama at the helm.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers a week ago for
I have to watch Melvin.
21 carries, 72 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
On second down, Gordon once more. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
All right, so y'all got to run.
Now Tua. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting...
I want to put, if Xavier Howard's going to be on the team and we're going to pay them out for the money, let's put them in positions to make them do what they got to do. Where is he? He'll play at a 90. So let's, like, take Patrick Surtain off. Take Vontae Maddox out. Maddox is on the team. We don't need to worry about it. Maddox over Beal. Do your thing. But let's put Xavier Howard on the slot and see if we can't shut that down. Because the middle of the field has been getting thrown at a lot. And I think that's coming off the slot.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Got him.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Just because they can stop the rush in the middle, you still got to stop the rush on the sides.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this returnable for Rager. It'll be 37 yards there on the run. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And here's a look at their leader. standing 6-4.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right.
I threw that right to him.
He's picked off near his own 48.
I threw it right to him, y'all. I tried to throw it over his head and threw it right to him.
I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe
That was on me, defense. That's on me.
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few.
Got him.
Pressure too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Second and 20.
Another try after the first down sack.
Tua, and the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. Going for the deep ball.
And that'll be incomplete.
Good defense, y'all. Really bailed me out.
Up to the task, and
I threw a stupid pass. I'm going to have to make up for that.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this
No, I don't want him to get his head torn off.
Called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after throwing that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and
Shit.
goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they work this well upfield across the
Good catch, Devontae. Good
the
catch.
defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
Milton Williams there on the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so...
And he's going to lose.
We're in field goal range.
Taken down behind the line.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Got the first.
Remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Nope, they covering that.
Out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone.
I'll take that.
From 17 yards out, as his guys are first out of the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now, it's game on.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-2. A 10-play drive that time, and it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice
Almost
return
missed him.
sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And out come the Dolphins now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds.
Good interception, Gilmore, even though they took it from me.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal.
Short.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. They do get 9.
Great tackle, Howard. Says I'm talking about having him on the slot. See, he read that play.
Brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Like, yeah, I'm queuing on to him, but he started running there before I queued on to him.
And here's Joseph Charlton now.
Yeah, I need somebody here to guard just in case. Oh, no. Those are the main guys.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Here comes Rager.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
So here are the Eagles to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. Oh, he bowls over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice
So he might be up for a 100-yard day today.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the give, this is Harris. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
Backside guys,
Meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 33. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after
Sewell is down.
We're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Penny Sewell's day is done. This is where we bring in Daniels.
Now a second down and 6. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy
I lit up on that one.
at the 6. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Come on, Juju, I fit that one in there, brother.
But it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-0.
Take the points, put the points up.
On target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to be throwing 5 or 6 touchdowns a game, but, you know.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 22. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
This is a deep one. I'd be surprised if they get this. 58. I was like, 58.
He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. The long distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, and maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast.
I mean, I'd love to have more touchdowns and more yards, but gotta play it the way it's played.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
What's going on around the league?
Here is some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start with the battle for New York. 2 teams that share the same stadium. Gang Green hosting their rivals in blue. And that one, a 6-point game, 13-7 at the half. A touchdown on the ground there for Michael Carter. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And they were winners.
Dang, the Vikings beat the Chiefs. That quarterback, that rookie.
Jefferson, a touchdown
that rookie quarterback threw 4 touchdowns on him.
Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting L.A. Rams as that one's gone to halftime. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes.
His first victory against the Rams.
With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out to the end zone.
Caught me.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. 2nd and long. Flushed out right. He is out of bounds right around the 34. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation. But didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. A give to Harris. Pushing his way through. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, and they go back to Harris. Space to run past the 20. And he is
That's right. Najee.
Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just
Oh,
right here.
Come on, man. He had an MVP year last year, and they only didn't get it because I got it because I was a quarterback.
Koo now for the point after.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10.
Bring the free safety.
Tua gonna throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Fletcher Cox.
Pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Agba. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to pick up a 12 yards, but they needed more. 4th down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Challenging that.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
I got that.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
That's bullcrap.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now Tua. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. Finding room to the 20. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. On the counter, here's Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If you're going to run against
this unit, especially down here. Just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
It'll be a pickup of 5.
Bring the strong safety.
5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Tua sets up to pass it.
Get out of here.
That's going to wind up incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same
great defense
that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll buy some time right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles!
Right.
Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Tua now on first down.
Garner with the sack.
Tua's going to be taken down.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. After the sack on first down.
They're gonna pull some crap where he come back and catch it.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone, you get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he goes out right around the 39.
7 yards, the pickup there.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top.
He gone for big yards, yo. He gone for like big yards.
And put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to wind up and air it out.
We will take that.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
He got him.
It's a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way. But the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Philadelphia, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Could have had more touchdowns than interception. That's why I didn't go to the air a lot. So the defense flowed better with Howard playing the slot. So we're going to take Patrick Surtain out, put Howard in, and then put Maddox behind Howard. And then for linebackers, we're about to get Josh Allen back from injury, so we don't need to do a trade for that. And then as far as Jalen Hurts, what I'm going to do with that is I have a 4th round let me see something. I have a 4th round pick. I have 3 1st round picks, but I refuse to use a 1st round pick on a quarterback. So 3rd and 4th round is like this guy. So put a favorite next to him. Let me see his stats. Okay, his speed is good. His agility is good. His acceleration is great. Okay, so throw power is decent. Okay, so we can work on his arm, but he can run. So that's something. Then these guys are like day 3 guys and stuff like that behind him, but he's like 3rd and 4th round, so he should be available around the time I go to draft. All these guys will probably be gone. But if he isn't available and these guys are available still, to bring them in and just have them behind me, I'm pretty sure there'll be quarterbacks that are available through free agency. Like I said, we'll just leave them on the team. Because once we pass, the reason why I was looking at it was because once we pass, Once we pass the week 7, once you get into like week 8 and further, you can no longer make trades. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to see if I could get Vea back for 1 draft pick. Last time it required 2 draft picks. These draft picks are kind of higher, so let's see for a 15 round pick. Oh, we're close. Okay, I'll put a 4th round pick along with it. How about another 4th? A little bit declined, so they kind of want a player. I don't have any wide receivers that I can hand you, but I can give you Marquise Golden. Yeah, it's a picks thing, so they're looking to cash out on picks. I don't have. Well, it's not that I don't have. Maybe it's the pick that I'm offering them. Let's try the 14th pick. Oh, I can get Vea back? Oh, I take Vea back for a 14th pick in the first round, yeah. Put another put another 4th along with it, and we would have 2 14th picks. Oh yeah, that's just a smart trade right there. That's just a smart trade right there to have the number 2, the number in the NFL as it stands now, to have the number 1st round pick, and I only gave up the 14 round pick. Yeah, it makes the defensive tackle position even better. Look at that. You got him beside Fletcher Cox. You got Hargrave, and this dude is the odd man out. And I got rid of Greg Ward Jr. to pick him up. So let's see if we can't make a trade with him happen for a pick right before we call it a series. Because once we get to 8, there will be no more picks. And I was like, man, Vea can play. It was just 2 first round picks was a little high, you know, for anybody. I felt it was a little too much. But now we got him on the squad. You know, he's going to do the damn thing. All right, we got a yellow. We're looking for a green. Yellows are typically 2nd round picks. I'm not even going to say I wouldn't take a 2nd round pick. Oh, we got a green from the Colts. Okay, we got a green from the Colts. And green from Washington. The Packers. The Patriots. The Rams. Let's go to the Patriots. No, let's go to the Rams. They're not in my division. 1st round pick. 2nd round pick. They want to go with a 3rd. Let's try the Packers. So he might be a 3rd round pick. Patriots. He's probably a 3rd round pick. But a 3rd round pick's better than nothing. Yeah. So now we have, because we used 1 pick to pick up Vea, so we have the 13th, the 15th pick, a 3rd round pick, and a 4th round pick. So it's a little bit more even, you know. You have the best defensive tackle. The thing of it is, and I'm not just, here's the thing. I feel as though Fletcher Cox is the best defensive tackle in the game. But you got to keep in mind that we are like 3 years ahead of where the NFL is right now, right? So Vita Vea, if I'm saying this correctly, I got to check with the wife on this one. Vita Vea is, he's been in the league 5 years. He's 28 years old, right? And he's the number 1 ranked defensive tackle in the league. Now, his contract, I don't know what his contract looks like, right? But his contract is for 4 years. So his contract is actually longer than my contract. So I could sign my contract and then go to sign him later, you know? It's one of those things where he's locked up for a good period of time and he helps our defense going into the playoffs. So, yeah. And then now that we have a 3rd round pick, let me see something. Now that we have a 3rd round pick, oh, do I sign the regions? Oh, they already did it. It's cool. It's whatever. I'm really be worried about that. Now that I have a 3rd round pick, a 3rd round pick would be like this guy, or once again, it will be like one of these guys. But you never know. These are the top 5. These guys are definitely drafted, and he's probably drafted as well. But he may fall, and he may fall, and these guys may rise. Like like a scrambler may rise out of them. So, well, what's up with him? So you gotta look for those people. He's raised 77 points. Why did he raise 77 points? Let me see. What does he have going for him? His throw isn't all that great. Acceleration is poor. Strength is great. Throw power is great. Nah, he's just having a good pro day. They're saying he's gonna go undrafted. Yeah, so you got to keep an eye on the guys that are stepping up. But I think that was a great trade. That was a great last-minute trade to get in there to have a defense just that more ferocious going into the playoffs. We can move forward. I know now that I'm not going to be re-signing Jalen Hurts, so we can negotiate with Steven Nelson. He wants $4 million a year. Bring him into a 2-year. We can make that $3 million. Make that $210. He's with the team. We got the $97 million. And then, like I said, because we're not going to sign Jalen Hurts to an $80 million contract, we can spread that out with the rest of these players. And then also what we can do is we can come into the stadium. I'm not going to upgrade a lot of stuff because I don't want to spend all of our money, right? But one of the things I do think we can upgrade is the bathrooms. I think we can spend $15 million to upgrade the bathrooms. And now the bathrooms are rated 88, right? So we got $82 million. We're going to take that to the end of the year. That way when we get into if we get into the playoffs, Lord willing, we get into the playoffs, win the Super Bowl and all that, we get all the money put back, and we can do the damn thing. Let's see, because week 8 is going to be when, what is it? Oh, advance a week. Week 8 is going to be when, I think that's the last day of trades and all that, but I've made all the trades I'm going to make. So, but what people typically do is they will release a player. Wow, it's a lot of stuff. A lot of people coming back from injury. Josh Allen's coming back from injury. We got Josh Allen back, a left outside linebacker. That's great. Got him back. I'm going to reorder the draft when I get everybody back. Miles Sanders is back from injury. From his hip pointer, we put him back up there as a starter. Najee Harris did his thing, but, you know, Miles Sanders doing his thing as well. Stephen Tuitt is back, so we can put him at left end, and then at right end, we're going to let Josh, let me see this stat on stat. Josh Sweat is way more faster than him. But his block shedding, though, when you look at his block shedding is damn near a 90. And his tackles more. So what we're going to do, we're going to put Garner in. Now, let Josh take it. And then we'll see what the pressure looks like coming out that side for now. Because we have to set the lineups anyway. Okay, mock draft. We have first round picks, 15. So who do they think we're going to draft? They feel as though at 11 we're going to draft a cornerback, and then 12 a wide receiver, and then where do we draft at? 11, 12, and what? We only have 2. Yeah, we only have 2 draft picks. Oh, okay. I might go that route. I'm not going to say I'm not. You know, we do need a couple wide receivers to add to the list, a couple young wide receivers. That's just scout college players. Okay, let's go through training to see if anybody got hurt. I started noticing that when you go through practice, a lot of times players can get injured and stuff like that. Miles Jack gets an upgrade. Let's put this on Field General. That helped his zone coverage as well. I get an upgrade. Still a superstar. Let's put this on. Let's put this on my scramble. I've been getting kind of caught a little bit on my runs. Dude's been kind of chasing me down, so maybe I need to put that scramble up there, get a little bit more speed. Okay, training is complete. See the injury room. Okay, the only person out is our linebacker that's on the injured reserve. That's good. Offense is back up. Defense is back up to a 92. Hold on, let me see what that said. Defense is at 92. Offense is at 92. Overall 92. Okay, so we went up, which is good. We went up 2 points from last year. Halfbacks. Nothing new there. Wide receivers, Waddle, Smith, Clark. Tight ends, no change. Tackle. Guard. Trent Williams, too. For Trent Williams to have been in the league 12 years, he really is stepping up at left tackle. Like he got hurt that first time in the beginning of the year, but he's really been. I've been paying attention to that spot to see right before the trade deadline, like, you know, how healthy can he stay, and he's really been stepping up at that position, playing it well. Two is playing left end, and Josh Sweat's gonna play right. Vita Vea, Fletcher Cox before Vita Vea. Left outside line. Wait, how's the line details lined up? Okay, yeah. Left outside linebacker, and then middle linebacker. Right outside linebacker. Wait. Oh. Josh Allen will play the left outside linebacker better than him. Okay, that's something I just needed to look at to see. So Josh Allen will play it better than him. So let's put Shaq Thompson in as the right outside linebacker, and then put Josh Allen in as the left outside linebacker, and then Lovecco David. And then a middle linebacker, David's behind Mosley, Jack. And then, so I'd rather have them on the field. Gilmore, Slay, Howard. Well, Howard now plays. Howard plays the slot, and the next person up would be Maddox. So that's good. Simmons. Daniels, he's about to be damn near 90. Third down running back, Sanders. Power halfback, Najee Harris. Slot wide receiver. I'm starting to see why it needs to be Juju Smith-Schuster, because his catch in traffic is a 99. And I think with DJ Chark, he can outrun people, but he has to be like wide open to like catch the pass and stuff. But Juju's speed is what slows him down. So I'm going to keep him that way, and we'll see what happens. Rush left end is not going to be Josh Sweat. It's going to be Tuitt. And then rush right end is going to be Josh Sweat. Rush D tackle is not Tuitt. It's going to be, where is he? It's going to be Fletcher Cox and Vita Vea. Sub linebacker is going to be, Shaq Thompson, Lovecco David, and Miles Jack. Slot cornerback is going to be Howard and Maddox. And we are straight. You can jump into the next one. Training is done. We got some staff points. We got 34 staff points. I think we maxed. Oh no, we didn't even max everything out. I was about to say we maxed everything out. What's this? Boost press for cornerbacks by 1. Yeah, booster press for the cornerbacks. And then over here, boost pursuit for free safeties. Yep. And then we'll come back and get this one. But our coaching staff, man, our coaching staff is premium, top shelf. Oh, I wanted to check and see, was there any free agents? Because what I was saying was what teams do is they'll release their players now, either now or after Week 8's game, so that way whoever you sign from their team, you can't work a contract out with them till like the end of the year. Okay, it's us and the Seahawks. Let me make sure. There ain't no upgrades. Nope, no upgrades. Up with us versus the Seahawks. These dudes. So they have Jamal Adams, superstar X Factor, strong safety. I have Miles Jack, superstar X Factor, middle linebacker. Stephon Gilmore, superstar X Factor, cornerback. Najee Harris, superstar X Factor, halfback. They have Russell Wilson, superstar X Factor, quarterback. I have Xavier Howard, superstar X Factor's cornerback. Devontae Smith, wide receiver, superstar X Factor, wide receiver. The Slim Reaper. Fletcher Cox, superstar X Factor, defensive tackle. Darius Slay Jr., Darius Big Play Slay Jr., superstar X Factor cornerback. Jamal Daniels, superstar X Factor strong safety. Levante David, superstar X Factor middle linebacker. Vita Vea, superstar defensive tackle. They have DK Metcalf, superstar wide receiver. I have Trent Williams, superstar left tackle. Salt Aries, superstar quarterback. Rodney Hudson, superstar center. Josh Allen, superstar right outside linebacker. Jalen Waddle, superstar wide receiver. Jack Fox, superstar punter. Lane Paved the Lane Johnson, superstar right tackle. Patrick Surtain II, superstar cornerback. Shaq Thompson, superstar right outside linebacker. Juju Smith-Schuster, superstar wide receiver. Penny Sewell, superstar right tackle. They have Jordan Brooks, superstar right outside linebacker. I have C.J. Mosley, superstar left outside linebacker. Sterling Garner, superstar right defensive end. Caleb Beal, superstar cornerback. Chris Cartwright. They have Chris Cartwright, superstar middle linebacker. And I have Marquise Golden, superstar left outside linebacker. We are 92. They are 80. I'm considering, because Garner's a superstar, he might be able to work his way into being a X Factor. I'm considering putting him on the field. I want to see what kind of pressure we get with Sweat being on the field.
It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Hawks, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles. They're the best team in the NFL as far as running the football goes. But they're in for a stern test here.
Yeah, that defense that they're going up against, they're no slouch either. One of the top 5 units in the league. I think this game could boil down to stopping the big play. This offense can certainly hit some home runs, and if they hit on a couple here, it might be all they need to win the game.
Pete Carroll, I'm retired. One second. All right, let's climb back in here. So we'll be getting the ball back at half.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL
That
season.
sound, that horn I hear all the time.
On EA Sports.
Get to him, boys. Get to him. Good hit. Good hit.
Good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run for the first time with Benny Snell.
And they double Vita and Fletcher Cox to clear that lane.
Gain of 6. Now this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign.
They go into the air from the beginning.
All the pieces together.
Good defense, big play.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And that is
That's what I'm talking about.
So the defense able
Good
to get
defense.
off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be
Not with
effective
Russell
on
Wilson
passing
jogging
down.
past his
That's one of
coach.
the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. And we're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive, field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game.
Run, good run.
At the 33,
Yes,
following
ma'am.
a good pickup of 8. So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Great catch, Waddle.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It goes as a gain of 9 and it moves the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
Give me that.
Take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles Eagles have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Put the hit on him.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Good tackle, Josh.
Second and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Now Wilson on first down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down. Throwing is Wilson. And that one drops.
Good defense, Gilmore.
Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got
good tackle, Gilmore.
Yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And
he caught it. He caught it.
Yo. The accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And you think on third down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled.
That's my fault. I had Darius Slay on the island. They call that having a defender on the island over there by himself. Also, I'm not seeing that much pressure from the left So let's see if a change at right end can spark some things up.
Good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nope.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he overshot him there.
Overshot him.
Bounds incomplete.
And Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Dancing to his left. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, nowhere to throw it, deciding to scramble, and a nice job seeing he got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Steps away to his left. And he is into
I'll take another one. I'll take another.
Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But
Good thing I didn't throw it. They was in zone.
Right now, he's hurting them.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Fletcher Cox for his 11th sack.
Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here?
How fast is this? 1.9.
Because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the
I noticed they're
previous play, he was
challenging
sacked.
Darius
This
Slay.
time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Fair catch taken.
He's about to get his head ripped off.
40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now back to work for Miles Sanders and the Philly offense. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Uh-oh.
And his kick
Okay.
is right there. It's good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll go underneath with it. That's complete to his running back. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
That's right, Slay.
Took a shot, couldn't
Let them target you like that.
The thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot. Went for the ball on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Looking sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drop.
Fletcher Cox.
Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the
What's going on around the league, Coach?
Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Calvin Ridley, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were winners in their ball game as they beat the visiting Washington football team. Kyle Allen, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just one game coming in. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they've had their way running the football well over 100 yards already as a team, with 2 more quarters still to come. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half.
I like this lineup where it's like Najee comes in for the power and Miles takes care of the 1, 2, 3.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run. It's Sanders. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll get
he didn't stop me.
He's inside the 40. 85 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Dallas.
Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goddard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. See what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to
Probably
take
go
to
to
make
the
sure
air.
they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep it
Go after him.
Downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll even avoid
I shouldn't
the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt.
Shouldn't have went off the end like that.
It gets him a first down. Now a give here to Snell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They're going to run again with Snell. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw is Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Seahawks. DJ Dallas, his first touchdown on the year.
I was looking around like, what the hell is that sound?
Cut into that deficit. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10.
Whoa, he came out of nowhere.
Past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Nothing I can do with that. They had me at the line.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He'll drop to throw.
Fuck.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
I knew I shouldn't have threw that pass. I felt Juju would turn around and go get it.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Wilson over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Trying to run for it with Snell.
That's right.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and
Good
it'll bring up
defense.
fourth down.
I mean, did I throw 2 interceptions today, or was that 1? 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Oh, okay, I just ran for 2 touchdowns.
Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going
They're
for
not.
it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Shedding through the defense. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on
Gotta
the
hit
play.
that cutback. Gotta hit that
Brandon,
cutback.
he's still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in the first.
Normally we talk about quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown!
That's right.
Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Coup for the extra point. Make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6.
Don't be pushing me off, boy. Punk.
As they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big in this 4th quarter.
Lane Johnson has a dislocated elbow. He's probably going to be down for a while. But Penny Sewell in at right tackle. Oh, he's playing right guard. But Daniels in at right guard. But Penny Sewell in at right tackle. Your day is done, sir.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Wilson. Throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
We'll take that.
You saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Get him the mother 5 yards so he can have 100 yards.
On that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sanders a 1st down, still going. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And Shark calls it in.
Shark Jr.
DJ Shark with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's
See that speed out the slot, they can't catch him.
A little bit, but for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Ain't no ill will putting them touchdowns again.
The lead is now 24.
Yeah.
So that drive goes 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the
That's right. That's right.
just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance.
Let's
to
go.
Instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't...
Oh, I should have looked to see who put the hit on him.
Or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
We'll take that.
Tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return.
Avonte Maddox.
31-yard line. CD, this defense, man. At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on,
That's right. Maddox really been stepping up.
the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
I have nothing against the Seahawks. I'm just going to go ahead and take this knee. I know a lot of people think otherwise. There is no ill will. You better not call a timeout. If you call a timeout, I was about to kick a field goal, and you better not call a timeout.
It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
meanwhile for the Seahawks, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
I had 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and I rushed for 2 touchdowns. I didn't get Najee Harris. I didn't know Miles Sanders and Najee Harris didn't have a touchdown. I would have tried to get him one. I didn't know that. I would have tried to get them boys a rushing touchdown. Young Wei Koo gets an upgrade, puts us on power. One new injury. Lane Johnson has dislocated elbow. He's gone for 4 weeks. Answer media question. At Con 8-0, do you feel this is the best team in the NFL? I'm going to tell you the same thing I told you last time. We'll get to the playoffs and go from there. He always want me to predict. He always be like, yeah, you're going to win the Super Bowl this year? Yeah, you're about to win it this year, huh? You're like, man, stop trying to get me to say some hot take stuff. I just want to see if there's any messages, anything on the board. Okay, no messages on the board. Okay. So we've been going for a while. Let me put it in the chat. So this is where I'm going to be stopping the stream. We've been going for a good couple of hours now. Luckily, the stream continued to run smoothly for us so we could get some games across. I will be deleting all videos that were mis-uploads or, misfires or anything like that. Just to run the tiles for you before I run the tiles, I want to say thank you to everybody that came in today, everybody that sits in the audience, everybody that likes our stuff on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Theta, everywhere we are, the website, everything you do to support SR51 Media. I see it. I see it in the analytics. I see it when I'm going live. I see it when I'm looking at the stat results for the streams after the shows. I see everything that goes on, and you are greatly appreciated. I have not forgotten you, and you are the reason why I do what I do. So, to run down the tiles, on Facebook, I am SR51M. That is S as in Sam, R as in Rover, 51M on Facebook. That will take you to my Facebook page where you can find out more information about who I am, what we're up to, where I've been, and what's going on. Below that, of course, this is the SR51 Media YouTube channel. If you could please drop a like, subscribe, and set alerts so you're fully notified and connected to the channel and you get notifications when I go live, which is often. Below that, if you could take some time when you get some free time and visit www.sr51media.com for over 100 hours of gameplay. Much more content coming there, so come back and check back often for updates. Below that, if you could type in www.theta.tv/sr51media, if you could just slide over there, drop a follow on our page, maybe check out a video or two, support us on a decentralized platform as well. That'd be greatly appreciated. This is my centralized platform on YouTube. Theta is my decentralized platform. If you wanted to know what is the difference, that's the difference. Below that, I am SR51 Media on Twitter, where I am active 9 times out of 10. A couple of minutes after this, I'll probably write something on Twitter. It's probably something going on that I'll probably want to put my opinion into. So I am SR51 Media on Twitter. I am also SR51 Media on TikTok, and I am SR51 Media on Instagram as well. If you would like to join up on social media, maybe talk, chit chat, shoot me a message. Hey, I was in your stream. I have a question about this, or what do you think about this? I'm always willing to answer questions as long as it's done in a respectful way. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the stream tonight. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so it's the day before Thanksgiving. I don't want to guarantee a stream because we're moving close to the holidays, but there probably is going to be a stream over these next couple of days. I don't want to say Thanksgiving, and I definitely don't want to say Black Friday because I know there's an event I have to go to on Black Friday. So there's Thanksgiving on Friday, and then there's like a family event on Thanksgiving on Friday. There's Thanksgiving on Thursday, and then there's like a family event going on Friday. So I might stream on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday I'm off, and then come back Saturday. But either way, follow on social media. That's where I normally let everybody know what's going on. And what I normally do is before streams, I like to send out little tweets and Facebook messages that say, hey, I'm about to go live, or hey, I'm thinking about setting up a stream today. So that way you're at least notified before we go live. Typically it'll be, a couple minutes. Sometimes it's a couple hours. Sometimes it's a couple minutes. It depends on what my schedule's looking like. But I like to sometimes try to put a tweet out ahead of time so people can, get their snacks and their smokes ready and come and chill in their stands. So I want to thank everybody for chilling here today. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you if you're watching this back on playback. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and set alerts before you get up out of here. And make sure to come back often and check back for more content. Thanks once again. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.